Welcome. 7 Tiers of Hope. Would you say using more complicated harmonies make better scores? I would disagree. I'd say it can. I would say the most creatively appropriate harmonies make for the best scores. So, for example, you have some scores like John Williams where they are incredibly intricate. Then you have other scores where they're incredibly simple and minimalistic, like Interstellar. Interstellar is an incredibly minimalistic score, and yet no one would argue, at least no one who knows what they're talking about, would argue that it isn't one of the most masterful soundtracks out there. It's all about understanding your story. One thing that a lot of beginning film composers don't seem to understand is that film composers are actually storytellers. That's your primary job. If you want to write really cool music that's just kind of brilliant and awesome for stuff, good for you. That's awesome. That's amazing. Go do concert music. Go do songs. Go do whatever you'd like, but don't do film music. Film music, the priority is storytelling. All right? You, as a film composer, are a storyteller. You just happen to tell stories with music. So if the story you are trying to tell calls for incredibly intricate, complicated harmony, that's amazing. That's awesome. That's super exciting, right? But if it doesn't, and you try to force that in there just for some intellectual need, some kind of desire to seem intelligent and smart and super clever as a composer, you're just gonna come off as inept. Because again, in film composing, the number one priority is that your music tells the story. Your character themes need to embody those characters. The Imperial March really embodies like Darth Vader, right? Those two, they're inseparable. The Shire theme really brings the Hobbit's world to life, right? All of these iconic themes work because they prioritize the story and portraying those characters and ideas together. Now, again, if you want a deeper dive into this, if you want to learn more about this, tabletop composer, character themes. I actually have like a lecture, this one right here, how to compose impactful character themes, that breaks down basically my approach to how do I write a theme that I think perfectly encaptures a specific character. This is kind of what I get work for. Most of my soundtracks that I get because of word of mouth. I work with one playwright who tells another, hey, this guy's really good. He really brings my characters to life. And they tell the director and she tells someone. And then a lot of my jobs are, again, word of mouth because people really like that I am very good at, one, bringing characters to life with my music, and two, really good at bringing emotions to life with my music. And all of it starts by figuring out what's necessary, what's needed by that character, what's needed by that emotion. So yeah, I wouldn't say, so all of that being a super roundabout way to say, I wouldn't necessarily say complicated harmony makes a score better. I would say if complicated harmony makes sense for the story, then it's going to make the soundtrack better. But sometimes a very simple, intimate idea just needs a very simple, intimate musical idea, right?